Hello everybody, today I will discuss about the chapter physical and chemical changes. So let's start the chapter. In our everyday lives, a lot of changes occur around us. Every moment, different type of changes takes place. Changes means the transformation of a substance from one form to another. For example, an ice cube, when kept in an open air, it changes into water. When salt is added to water, it becomes salty. Again, we see around us day changing into night, a baby growing into an adult, changing of season, ripening of fruits, a seedling growing into a plant. So lots of changes happen in our surrounding. Some substances undergo changes due to change of weather due to change of weather conditions, or some may undergo change when they come in contact with other substance. So the written definition of change are as: change is the law of nature which occurs in everyday life. A substance undergo a kind of change when subjected to energy changes. Matter is said to undergo certain changes when energy is added to the matter or removed from the matter. Now, classification of changes. There are different type of changes observed in nature. Some changes result in shape, color, size and position of a substance, while some result in a change in state altogether. Some are easy to spot, while some are difficult for us to notice. So the classification of changes are: changes that occur around us can be classified into different categories. These changes can be classified as follow: reversible and irreversible changes, periodic and non-periodic changes, desirable and undesirable changes, slow and fast changes, natural and man-made changes, physical and chemical changes. Now I will discuss one by one. First, reversible and irreversible changes. Changes in which we can get back the original substance by reversing the action are called reversible changes. For example, melting of ice, freezing of water. Now, why melting of ice is considered as a reversible changes, or freezing of water is considered as reversible changes? Because when an ice cube is kept in an open air, it changes into water. Means by heating, ice melts to water. But when this water is kept into fridge, it changes back to its original position. Means by cooling, water again changes back to ice. Same as in case of freezing of water. By cooling, water freezes, and by heating, it changes back to its original position. So, melting of ice, freezing of water are reversible changes. Changes in which we cannot get back the original substance by reversing the action are called irreversible change. For example, bursting of balloon, burning of magnesium. Now, why bursting of balloon and burning of magnesium are considered as irreversible change? When a balloon is bursted, it cannot change back to its original shape. And when magnesium burns in air, then magnesium oxide is formed and it cannot change back to its original position. So, these are considered as irreversible change. Now, periodic and non-periodic change. Periodic changes occur periodically at regular intervals, means changes that repeat themselves after a regular interval of time and are bound to happen are called periodic changes. For example, change of season, rising and setting of the sun, all these are periodic changes because they repeat after a regular interval of time and bound to happen. So change of season, rising and setting of the sun are considered as periodic change. Now non-periodic change do not occur periodically at regular interval of time. So the change that do not repeat after a regular interval of time and are not bound to happen are called non-periodic change. For example, change of weather. Change of weather does not repeat after a regular interval of time and are not bound to happen. So change of weather is considered as non-periodic change. Next, desirable and undesirable change. Changes that are beneficial to us are called desirable changes. For example, ripening of fruits, cooking of food, making of glass, all these are beneficial to us. So these are desirable changes. And changes that are not beneficial and may bring harm to us are called undesirable changes. Rusting of iron, breaking of glass, occurrence of earthquake and flood, these are not beneficial for us. So these are considered as undesirable changes. Now, slow and fast changes, changes that take place over a long period of time are called slow changes. These changes may take hour, day, months or even years to occur. For example, growth of plants, changing of day into night, rusting of iron, all these are slow changes. Changes that occur very quickly are called fast changes. For example, burning of paper, breaking of glass, these are fast changes. Now, natural and man-made changes. Changes that occur naturally on their own are called natural changes. Means without human effort and are beyond human control are natural changes. For example, rotation and revolution of the earth, change of day into night, and changes that occur due to human effort or activity and are brought about artificially are called man-made changes. For example, air pollution, cooking of food, manufacturing of clothes, all these are man-made changes. Now I will discuss about physical and chemical changes. First, physical changes. Every substance possesses certain characteristics called properties from which it can be identified. When the substance undergoes changes in its physical properties like appearance, size, shape or physical state, the change is said to be a physical change. So, physical change is changes in which only the physical properties of a substance change without any change in its composition are known as physical changes. So, characteristics of a physical changes. A physical change is temporary and reversible. Number 2, the composition of the substance does not change during a physical change. Number 3, no new substance is formed during a physical change. During a physical change, only physical properties like size, shape, color and state of the substance change. Next, no major gain or loss of energy takes place in a physical change. The energy needed to bring about a physical change is equal to the energy needed to reverse the change. Next, no change of mass occurring during a physical change. This is because the substance undergoing a physical change remains the same. No matter is added or removed. Here, I have written some physical changes as for example. Breaking of glass plate, drying of wet cloths, melting of ice, glowing of an electric bulb, the sublimation of iodine, magnetization of iron. Now, why these are considered as physical change? First, breaking of a glass plate. Why this considered as physical change? A glass plate scatters into many pieces when it breaks, and each broken pieces of the glass plate is still glass, and here no new substance is formed. Hence, breaking of a glass plate is considered to be a physical change. Now, drying of wet cloths. Why this considered as physical change? Evaporation of water takes place when wet cloths dry. The water in the cloths changes to its vapor state on absorbing heat from the surrounding. So, no new substance is formed here. Therefore, drying of wet cloths is a physical change. Next, melting of ice. Why melting of ice is considered as physical change? On heating, ice melts into water. It involves a change from solid state of water to its liquid state. There is no change in the properties of the substance and no new substance is formed. Hence, melting of ice is a physical change. Glowing of an electric bulb. It is also considered as physical change because electric current passes through the filament of the bulb when an electric bulb is switched on. The filament glows to give light. The bulb stopped glowing when the light is switched off, as the filament returns to its normal condition. So, no new substance is formed here. Hence, glowing of an electric bulb is a physical change. Next, the sublimation of iodine is also considered as an example of physical change because when iodine is heated, it sublimes, and when this iodine vapor strike a cool surface, they again convert it to solid state. Thus, it is a physical change as the change is reversible and does not involve in the formation of any new substance. Next, magnetization of iron is also an example of physical change because if we take a horseshoe shaped iron bar, soft iron bar, and wrap a copper wire around it and pass the current through the wire, we will observe that iron bar gets magnetized and iron nails strike to it. Further, it is noticed that the nails fall off when the current is switched off. Therefore, it is a temporary change. The weight of the iron bar before and after passage of current remains the same. So, no energy change occurs. So, it is a physical change. So, from all this example and explanation, it is clear to us that physical changes are temporary, reversible, and no new substance is formed. Now, I will discuss about chemical changes. Chemical changes are generally irreversible in nature. In chemical changes, molecules of the original substance undergo change to form molecules of the product. Means substance undergo chemical transformation to form new substance. So chemical changes means changes in which two substances react to form new substances with defined properties are called chemical changes. So the characteristics of a chemical change are as follows. Number 1, a chemical change is permanent and irreversible. Number 2, The composition of a substance changes during a chemical change. Next, during a chemical change, one or more new substances with new sets of properties are formed. Next, there is an exchange of energy during a chemical change. A chemical change is accompanied by a change in mass. Now, see, I have written here some example of chemical changes. First, digestion of food, rusting of iron, cooking of food, burning of paper, all these are considered as chemical change. Now, why these are considered as chemical change? Let's start one by one. First, digestion of food. Digestion of food is considered as a chemical change because food undergoes many chemical changes during the process of digestion. Complex molecules such as protein, carbohydrate, fat broken down into simpler molecules that have different structure. The original molecules cannot be obtained again from these molecules. Hence, digestion of food is considered as a chemical change. Next, rusting of iron. Why rusting of iron is considered as chemical change? A piece of iron when left out in moist air comes in contact with oxygen to produce a dull, brittle brown substance called rust. This process of formation of rust on the iron surface is called rusting of iron. The rust form has different properties from that of iron and it cannot be converted back to iron by simple physical method. So, it is a chemical change as new substance is formed here and the composition of the substance changes. Next, cooking of food. In case of cooking of food, during cooking of food, raw materials such as grains and vegetables are heated to form new substance. The cooked food cannot be converted back to raw ingredients. Hence, cooking of food is considered as a chemical change. Next, burning of paper is also considered as a chemical change, as paper burns immediately when brought near a flame. The burnt paper means ash is a new substance and it cannot be changed back to its original position. Therefore, burning of paper is a chemical change. Next, I will discuss about changes involving energy changes. Most of the changes involve release or absorption of energy. Energy, usually in the form of heat, is either released or absorbed during such a changes. This is because when a change of state occurs from solid to liquid or liquid to gas, the intermolecular force of attraction decreases, resulting in an increase in the intermolecular shape. This is possible only when heat energy is absorbed by a solid or liquid. Some chemical changes like photosynthesis occur by absorbing energy in the form of sunlight. So, changes in which energy is absorbed. Physical changes may involve changes of energy. Melting of ice, boiling of water and evaporation are some changes which absorb heat, because when a substance absorbs heat, the intermolecular force of attraction decreases, resulting in the increasing of intermolecular space. This is possible only when heat energy is absorbed. Now, changes in which energy is released. Physical changes like freezing of water releases energy in the form of heat, and this is because when water freezes into ice, that is, water changes its state from liquid to solid state, the intermolecular force of attraction increases and intermolecular space decreases. This is possible only when heat energy is released by the liquid or gas. And chemical changes like combustion and digestion of food are also involve release of energy. This is all about the chapter of physical and chemical changes. Thank you.